Hi class, my name is Jada Stevenson. I'm 26 years old, I'm from Newark, Delaware, and this is my introduction video. Um, Three assets that I think that I bring to the class. One would be is that I'm creative. Um, I'm really like artistic, I'm good with like PowerPoints. Um, like making, I like creating assignments that really like speak to people, like even if it's through like a little like art in an artistic way or um, quotes, anything that will like really um, spread the message of whatever I'm working on and really help them understand like what I'm trying to convey. So I am definitely like creative and I try to be unique in anything that I do. My second asset is experience. Um, I definitely don't think I'm like an expert. I definitely think I have a lot more to learn, and I think I'm gonna be a way better social worker after this program, obviously. But I do have some experience in the field. I did start in the mental health field when I was 21 years old. I started out working with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities, in group settings, in a residential settings. I learned a lot about already like confidentiality, how to approach people, how to de-escalate people, um, how to try to understand triggers and things like that, or like maybe they're not being cooperative or compliant, but really it's deeper than that. It might be something else that's bothering them. I learned under a special ed teacher. I worked under a special ed teacher in the classroom, and I learned a lot from them. So that was my first job. My second was I worked at a hospital setting. I worked at Christiana Hospital, which is here, for almost 2 years as a crisis monitor, and this was dealing more with people with mental health, mental illness. It wasn't really as much intellectual disability. It was more like schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, depression, dementia, different kind of psychosis brought on by different things, encephalitis, pregnancy. I dealt with a lot of different people and different populations there too, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot about just speaking with them and hearing their stories. Um, that's when I really made a connection that, our past experience and our past trauma and things that we experience as children really shape the individuals we become, and really shape like how we are when we grow up and what type of life we're going to have. A lot of the patients I would speak with, like I would work with them for like 8 hours, so I would just hear all the adversity that they went through, and I just learned a lot there. Also, the medical side of it, being in a hospital setting, I kind of know like a little bit about social work in a medical setting, um, and I'm really interested in it. I think that it's crucial to have social workers in a medical setting in hospitals. I think we're just as important as nurses and doctors, and that's why for the other discussion board I chose the Dimitri situation, because I can kind of relate to that. Not that I am a social worker yet in a hospital, but I do know a lot of them and I do know what they go through. So experience is another one. Oh, after that, I worked as a family-based therapist, and I worked with families and children, families that were dealing with crisis and behavioral issues, and trying to keep the cohesion in the family. So that's a totally different experience. And now I work as an employment training specialist with people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. So I'm their case manager. I try to find them employment and benefits and get them as independent as possible. So now I have a little more case management experience. I have a caseload of like, I don't even know. And they all are completely different from one another. So learning how to balance a caseload, I definitely got that experience from this job. So experience I think is a good asset, because I think I can relate to a lot of different situations, like when we do different activities. So that's one. And then my third asset is that I'm really passionate about social work. I'm really passionate about this field, mental health, helping disadvantaged people. I mean, that is just like I can't see myself doing anything else. I think about it all the time. I bore my friends with it all the time. I'm always talking to them about the system and um, different experiences with different people and how, just a lot of things. So this is definitely like what I'm meant to do, and I do have a lot of passion, so I will give all my 100%, 150, 200% effort in this class, and I think that I'll also bring that to my other classmates as well. So that's just a little bit about me, and I look forward to meeting you guys and working with you, and thank you for watching.